So the market right now is absolutely continuing this bloodbath. I mean, it is ridiculous. Ethereum's down to 257. Bitcoin's down at 6,000. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Listen, I would be lying to you if I didn't consider a couple of BitMEX options. If you don't know what BitMEX is, it's a exchange that will allow you to really, in my opinion, gamble a little bit on where you think the market's headed. You can use leverage up to 100x, and you can also short the market. So my first thought was to short the market. I really hate doing that because I really don't want to short the market. And I have long-term beliefs that the market's going to go up. That is my conviction. However, I've said for a long time it could go down. When Bitcoin, if you go back far enough on my channel, you'll see Bitcoin was, $15,000, $16,000. And I said, hey, we're going to pull back at some point. The question is how far? And I said we could go all the way back to 5,000. Now, I hope I'm wrong on that, but we are getting very close. So I've always known we could have a pullback. I just know that I don't have a crystal ball. That's why I'm not typically a trader. Another strategy that I've considered, is to come here and do like a 2x margin, 2x leverage, basically, where my liquidation price would be half of this, about 130, and just buy, go long in the market 2x. So if the market fell, if Ethereum fell all the way to 130, I would liquidate my position. Obviously, I would not use my entire position. I would just put in a few Ethereum here, a portion of my portfolio. But the idea being that when this rebounds, you're going to earn 2x on the rebound. But, it's hard enough for most people to buy when they see red. The old saying is if you want to make money, you buy when the market's red, you sell when the market's green. But human psychology always wants to do the exact opposite. People see it getting red, they're like, oh, I'm losing money, or I'm losing gains even, or I just bought in, I'm losing money, I need to sell. And that makes the market dip even further. Historically, smart money buys on red days and sells on green days. So, I'm not going to use 2x leverage though, because obviously we don't know where this market's going to go. I mean, it has fell a lot over the past. I mean, we're at what, 60-something, 70-something% off the all-time highs of Ethereum right now. So neither here nor there, I'm not going to be doing that. So what am I doing? Well, this has pushed me to move into some of my other strategies. One of my strategies, two things that I'm doing right now, and that is looking at my income investing assets. So I guess you could say there's three things. Obviously, I'm continuing with Cryptopia, talking about it, promoting it. Obviously, it's on on this channel. You can go down below this video. You can get a link, start signing up for it. It's free. It's essentially free. It's using your computer's power, mining Bitcoin just for having your web browser open. I have mine open all the time, even if I'm not using this browser. This browser is fine. I'm not familiar enough with it. I haven't put MetaMask in it. It does work. I assume that it's secure, but I don't know enough about it. I haven't done enough research about it. So anytime that I'm using my MetaMask, I don't usually use this browser, but I keep it open and I keep it mining because it mines quite fast compared to anything else that's out there. I've earned $30-something, since I started using this. That's just free money. Nobody's getting rich on it, but it's totally, totally free. The other thing that I'm doing is Moon Bitcoin. I am claiming twice a day, every day. I'm building my daily loyalty back up, just getting serious about this. Why? Because it's flipping free. There's no risk involved. That's why. It makes no sense if you're bullish on this market, in my opinion, not to be having something simple like this, especially if you're new to cryptocurrency. You're like, I think I want to get in, but the market's red. I don't know what to do. Then that's very easy. Crypto browser and Moon Bitcoin. It's easy enough. Anybody should use it to give you a chance to earn some free Bitcoin, learn how to exchange it between wallets. It's a great learning tool. It's a great process. You totally should be doing it. And if you make one claim every single day, you get a daily bonus of 1% all the way up to 100% bonus just for making your claims. So my goal is to make 2 claims a day, so I don't miss on this, because my goal is to try to run this back up. If I don't mess it up, I'm going to run back up to 100%. And so that's where I'm working towards right now. Again, there'll be a link down below. If you want to support my channel, I'll have links down below for Cryptopia and Moon Bitcoin. Now, as we move on, we're going to move into what areas that I think are more profitable potentially. And this is something that I've talked about briefly on my channel, but I've never actually got into it. Well, now I've made a decision to move into it. I am currently on Cryptopia buying up coins to stake and or run a Masternode. I'm probably going to start using a staking pool. If you don't know what that is, let me just break down what proof of stake coins are or what Masternodes are. Proof of stake is another form. It's the opposite of mining, like proof of work is mining. Proof of stake is essentially the way it works. There are a lot of reasons for it. I can cover that. I can cover Masternodes, the purpose in them, and all that in another video. But essentially, the way that it works as an investor is you buy into a project that you believe in that happens to have proof of stake, and you earn dividends just for holding the coin or just for running a Masternode, which is all a Masternode is holding a coin in a specific wallet from that cryptocurrency. So, and I'm going to start using staking pools, and I'll have links below. I am not vouching for either one of these because I haven't used either one of them yet, but I'm looking at Stake United. These are all the different coins you can stake with, and I'm looking at Simple POS. I don't like the thing I don't like about staking pools is it takes away from what I love most about cryptocurrency. So there's pros and cons. Staking pools are a form of centralization, plus they're a form of having to trust the admins. Both of these, in doing my research, and if you have any experience with either one of these staking pools, please put it down below. But if you have any experience at all with either one of these, but I'm going to start probably testing out one or both of these as I'm currently just acquiring the coins. I'm building a position. Those of you who know me know I don't ever go in and just buy a whole block of coins. I make several small purchases over a couple of days to build a position, and I do that just to help even out some of the ups and downs in the market. And the reason, by the way, this is extremely important. The reason that I'm doing this is because some of these staking coins, at least a couple that I'm looking at, have been extremely stable in spite of this bloodbath. So right now, for example, this is in USD, but if you just compare it to BTC, even Ethereum is getting rocked. All these are getting rocked according to BTC. So the coins that I'm looking at, they've hardly moved a single digit percent. Now that's part of the fact a good proof of stake or a good Masternode coin can be stable because you're encouraged to run a Masternode. You're encouraged to hold the coins basically, or lock them up if you will. So it creates, in theory, it creates price stability as long as the project is good. And again, I can cover that in another video. It needs to be a pretty good solid project, and the market has to agree with you that it's a solid project, because it doesn't matter that you get free coins sent to you in staking rewards. That doesn't matter if the value of the coin is going down faster than your staking rewards. You want to find a coin that's as stable as possible and that has a bright future. And you weigh the pros and the cons with that, because if you get in early on a project, you're going to get far higher rewards. And I'm currently looking at rewards, quite honestly, that are close to the 50 to 100% range is what I would say, is what I'm looking at. Now, those are smaller coins, but nonetheless, they have good development teams in place. They're making technological advances. They're moving forward. And that's what I like about them. However, I'm looking at two particular coins in general, and I'm probably not gonna give that away, at least not right now, because I'm gonna build a position first. Because the more people who start creating masternodes, it decreases your earnings. I'm not certain how much of that info I'm gonna give away on my channel. At least, not here for free or whatever. Not publicly like this, but anyway. So I thought about doing a Discord group. I thought about doing a paid Discord group or something like that, just to keep the numbers small on purpose and maybe share all this content there, because it's one of those things. This is one of those things where you don't want everyone else partaking in. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I got to figure that out, how much I want to go public with. But proof of stake, right now the market's dropping, but you're earning rewards, so you're kind of fighting against a falling market. And you've got, right now I'm holding Ethereum, and it is literally just bleeding. There's nothing you can do. In a falling market, it's hard to trade, it's hard to do anything, and I don't trade anyway. So it's literally just bleeding USD value. When you are getting staking rewards, you've got something that can overcome that. You're getting basically like a dividend that can overcome that, which is awesome. And that's what I like about it, and that's what I want to do. And I have some acquaintances that have done very well with certain Masternode coins and proof of stake coins. So I'm looking at Stake United. I'm looking at Simple POS. I like Simple POS. I like their format of their website a little bit better. I don't know which I like better. Let me know which one you like better. I'll put a referral link down below as well, by the way. That's going to show me a lot, by the way. If you're doing proof of stake, if you want to look into proof of stake, you can go through my referral link. But kind of, if you've never looked into it, then check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are. Again, I don't have anything on either one of these places. I'm not vouching for either one of them. But if you are into proof of stake or Masternode coins and you're using a pool, I think it's better not to use pools. It's just there's a lot of tech issues when you don't use pools, and that you don't have to deal with. But arguably, in some cases, you can get a slightly higher reward. Arguably, if you own enough coins, you got to own a lot of them though. That's the downfall. Most people can't afford that. So they, as a part of a pool, everybody pools their coins together, and the way staking works, it creates a much higher staking weight. So by the way, here's a crazy thing. With Stake United and Simple POS, if I go this route, right now I'm just thinking about it. But if I go this route, I wasn't going to do this for a while. I was going to continue just to keep, hodling a little BTC, hodling a little Ethereum. I was going to keep building my P3D position. I'll get to that in a moment. I was going to keep doing that, and then after I built that position up a lot, then I was going to consider moving over here. But I decided after watching the market 2 or 3 days in a row, 2 major down days, I thought, you know what? I might as well fight against this falling Ethereum price, falling Bitcoin price. Might as well have something that can help me. And so solid proof of stake coins can do that. I mean, you're talking about getting potentially insane returns as long as the coin value holds and it's a good project. So the first thing that I did was, the second thing has been, I'm moving into Masternodes and proof of stake coins. Again, this is the area that I'm the newest in. If you know anything about this, if you like learning about this kind of stuff, let me know. If you want me to continue to talk about it, put it down below in the comments. Let me know. Now, here's the big boy. Here's what I'm absolutely doing. I moved in today with some more. I was going to wait till the end of the week. As you know, I'm building a position in P3D, Proof of Weak Hands 3D. I've been building this position. I was going to continue to just build a position, but I thought, you know what? Why not go ahead and go? I mean, here's the crazy thing. Proof of Weak Hands 3D, the way that it works, if you don't know, is every time someone buys or sells the token, they pay a 10% exchange fee, but the fee doesn't go to an exchange. It's distributed to all of the token holders. So it works, there's a different mechanic in the way of proof of stake and Masternode coins. There's a little different mechanic at play here. So it goes based off of buy and sells. Every time someone buys, every time someone sells, you actually earn rewards. You earn free tokens or you earn Ethereum. You earn Ethereum that you can buy more tokens with. Now here's a crazy thing. I'm holding several Ethereum, about 10 Ethereum right now, plus a couple of Bitcoin that I'm just holding right now. And the market is tanking. I mean, just tanking in USD value. What do I get for that? Nothing. But if I had all my Ethereum right now sitting in P3D, at the very least, when people are buying and selling, I'm going to be earning rewards. And historically, those rewards are just under 0.5% per day in Ethereum. 0.5% per day in Ethereum. You're like, yeah, but Ethereum's dropping. That's right. Ethereum's dropping, and I don't have any way to earn more just holding Ethereum. But holding P3D, at least I earn more Ethereum. At least there's an upwards pressure on the buys and the sells. And the crazy thing is, if you come over here and you look at the chart, P3D has been ridiculously stable. Where's it at? Chart, what am I doing? The price has been ridiculously stable. Here we go. Okay. So in 24 hours, it's gone down a whopping 1%, 11%, 3%. P3D price in Ethereum went down 1%. Now, obviously in USD, it's more than that because it's priced in Ethereum, but it's still stable relative to Ethereum. What you would expect to see, this is let's look at the 1 day chart. This is a daily chart. See how flat this is? Now, what you could expect to see, what's happening in a lot of ERC20 tokens that are based off of Ethereum right now, Ethereum's dropping and people are running for the doors. That's not what's happening in proof of P3D and proof of power weekends. Proof of weekends. That's not what's happening. So it's just holding solid. Plus, when it does dip because people are selling, you're earning rewards. When people sell their Ethereum, the price drops and you don't earn anything. When people sell their P3D, the price drops and you earn something. When people buy P3D, the price goes up and you benefit from that. Plus, when they buy, it also earns rewards. So you get paid 2 ways when it goes up. You make money 2 ways. And this is so much better, in my opinion, than just holding Ethereum. So I bought 2 more ETH today of proof of weekends. And I'm going to continue to build this position. I'm probably going to build it a little bit faster because there's some big announcements coming up. I'm suspecting within the next 30 to 60 days. That's just, no one's told me that. That's just what I'm suspecting. We're going to see some big announcements coming up. And this thing it pumps so well when there's news. So I'm just going to hold it because I suspect, see how it pumps and comes down part of the way? I suspect it's going to pump higher and just not come back down this far. Like we might be getting some of the best prices that we can get right now because you're rewarded for holding the tokens. And a lot of people get in, they realize, wow, like I can hold Ethereum and lose money. Or I can at least hold proof of weekends and earn rewards. I mean, that makes it a no-brainer. A lot of people have called this the Ethereum savings account. By the way, the price has moved not 1%, 0.3% compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. That is stable if there was ever anything stable in a turbulent market. So looking at this, I'm like, how much more of a sign do you need? Get out of Ethereum, at least a big part of it, and start moving into something that's going to give you some earnings for holding good projects you believe in. This isn't financial advice. None of this channel is financial advice. If you take financial advice from me and you don't realize that cryptocurrency is risky, then you don't need to be in this market. But for me personally, it's like, why not? So I bought more P3D today. I'm going to continue to buy more. I'm buying up some tokens to start staking, and I'm going to start. I'm going to start with 1 token, and I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to start on Simple POS or Stake United yet. Let me know below if you have experience with one of these. Let me know which one you think I should start with. Just put it in the comments down below. I have no idea which one that I'm going to use yet, but I'll put my links down below. I'll put the link to the Proof of Weekends 3D website. I'll put Crypto Browser. I'll put the Moon Bitcoin. Listen, in markets like this, we have to be investing in something that can give us some sort of return to at least give us some defense, even if it's a weak defense, some defense against this downward pressure in the markets. Because at the end of the day, you got to just weather the storm. If you believe in the future of cryptocurrency, then this isn't when you sell. This is when you just weather the storm and you keep buying. And you see this as an opportunity to buy in cheap. Listen, when Ethereum was at $700-800, you would have given anything to be able to buy it at $257. Let's refresh. It might be cheaper right now. Up $259. Who knows? Might not ever get that $257 price again. Could be gone forever. One thing's for certain, as cryptocurrency becomes more and more adopted and more mainstream, these low prices aren't going to be possible anymore at some point in the future, if you believe in the future of the technology as I do. So I see it as an opportunity. You got to weather the storm. You got to keep buying. Being able to earn something, being able to earn a reward, earn a dividend, earn a return, earn a staking reward just for holding a token that you believe in the future development of that token, then I see that as one of the best strategies in a bleeding market. And that's exactly what I'm doing personally. That's not for what you should do. That's just my opinion. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up icon, leave a comment below. Let me know, are you a part of Proof of a Weak Hands 3D? Give me some feedback. Which staking pool do you use, if you use any of them at all? Give me some feedback. Let me know. What projects are your favorites to stake? By the way, do not list a project that's just based off of some crazy, insane staking rewards. That's just, where you got to hope to outrun inflation. I'm not looking for something that's going to be paying, 1,000% a year, and they're just deflating. I mean, they're inflating their own currency. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's not what I'm looking for. But if you've got good, solid tokens that you like, that you believe in, that have real development, that have a community behind it, that's actually, real purposeful developments taking place, then by all means put it down in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. And thank you so much for watching my video. There are plenty of people not making YouTube videos because the market's down. And they're like, what do we talk about? They're depressed. This isn't the time to get depressed. Real investors are innovators. Real investors see the future. Real investors see these cheap prices. Let Ethereum drop to $100. Do you know what I'm going to be doing? Buying more. Buying more. Because I see it as an opportunity to get a special price that we might not have ever gotten before. The cryptocurrency market is genuinely on sale as long as you believe in the future of the market. That's not financial advice. That's probably common sense. Thank you so much for watching, though. Have an awesome day.